was more like it. Beautiful char. I think we are in for a very good treat. The best treat for the summer, maybe.
Thank you, sir.
Dry fly fishing for sea and Arctic char under the midnight sun. That have to be a fisherman's dream. And this year, Pieti and me were lucky enough to experience it. Here's on the backing. Oh, this is frisky. Yadda! Yadda! Pieti, my brother-in-law, and me had planned a proper fishing trip together this summer. And the goal was very simple, to catch our favorite salmonid species in the north of Norway. It was a dream week, drifting with our fly rods, no fixed schedule, the kind of trip where you don't know where you're going to wake up the next morning.
It's coming down!
We caught salmon, we caught brown trout, Pieti landed a sea trout, and we even hooked the invasive pink salmon. The week was already perfect. We had one wish left, to catch a sea run Arctic char. You know, these chars that migrates to the sea to bulk up in the spring, and then they are returning to freshwater during summer. We want to catch them there at the peak of their condition. So we went to these water systems that has char populations that migrates. All right, we're getting ready for lake fishing after the char. It has been migrating from the sea back to the lake, and it is around 2,000 fishes that has passed the counter. Do you think we will catch anything, Pieti?
Definitely, yes. And here we go.
We were full of anticipation, wondering what the day would bring. After setting up the camp and grabbing a bite to eat, we geared up for the evening session. And right from the start, we encountered a rising school of sea and Arctic char, gently sipping insects from the surface, perfectly stationed in a narrow channel between the big and the small lake. So Pieti, now you should have a fish. Perfect. I took the oars and Pieti got the first cast. Without knowing it, that moment marked the beginning of what would become the most magical summer night of the year.
Yatta!
Nice! Nice catch, Pieti!
Thank you.
Dry fly fishing. This probably is a char.
It seems nice. It's surprisingly strong. It is like... This one's in good shape.
It's coming from the sea. Yadda!
Strong body.
Yes, super nice.
Char from the sea.
Yes.
From the lake, but from the sea.
Yeah.
Go, buddy.
Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
Then it was my turn. Stress level through the roof. You know how it is. You never know if what you are seeing will vanish in seconds or turn into hours of amazing fishing. It's like fishing in a river. Very calm current. Oh, look now! No! Maybe they don't want streaking caddies, Pieti.
They
don't want it. They didn't want it at all. Okay, it is mosquitoes. It is definitely mosquitoes. I was fishing with a way too big streaking caddies. And yeah, It went just as you can expect.
And you used the Palmer MIG. Should I use the big one? Take this big one so it's easy to see. Yes.
So the char didn't take catties.
No.
They
were rising.
small black things.
And they were rising. It was 20 centimeters from the fly. It's quite big, size 14.
Mm.
I think it will be fine. If not, we have smaller flies in the box. Okay, that one. That one is going down.
Getting closer.
Getting closer. Maybe that one is taking it. Look how many it is. It is so gentle. So gentle. Oh, this is nice. I think this is a nicer one. This is. Oi, 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 oi.
This one's angry.
This was very angry. So strong.
Ah, this one's bigger.
Yeah, it is bigger. This feels actually quite heavy. This is beautiful. It is some flex in the rod. Ay, 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 ay.
Oi, 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 oi.
The biggest one so far. Yes. So nice fishes. What do you think? 6, 7, 700?
Yeah,
I think at
closer
least,
to 1 kilo.
Yeah. Super nice and fat over the back.
Mm. And straight from the sea.
Straight from the sea. It had a lice. Well, it has lice there.
Okay, so biggest one so far.
Yeah.
Straight from the sea. This is easy. Oh, oi, oi, oi. Okay. Very nice fishing. Extremely nice fishing. Surprisingly strong. Okay.
A fist.
Sea char. Beautiful one. Except 2 lices.
So it's straight from the sea.
Yeah. Fresh from the sea.
Fresh.
And they fight like that.
Yeah, they do.
Energetic ones.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay, one in the box.
What fascinates me a lot with the Arctic char is how strong they are. If you catch a 500-gram char, it feels like you hook into a brown trout or a salmon or a sea trout that is like 3 times the size. But it doesn't get that big. If you catch a 2 kilo sea wren char here in Norway, it considers like a huge one. They are absolutely wild fishes and super nice on light fly fishing gear.
So nice take. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, this is frisky. It's on the backing. A backing fish. That is what sea run char is. Coming to the net. Fighting so well. Yes. And this, it's probably the smallest fish I ever caught. That managed to pull the line to the backing. And it pulled all the way to the backing in once. So nice looking fishes. Beautiful char. I will release it. There.
Oh yeah.
That was more like it. Oi.
I don't like Norway.
Say something.
Living in Norway is below average. No, it's getting sick around here.
Three, 2, 1.
Yeah!
Fish on!
This one's angry. This one's very angry. Okay. Bought one off the knife. Things are going great. Thank you, goodbye. Woohoo!
Jada. So nice. Arctic char. We think the place we found was so good for Arctic char because in the smaller lake it was this meltwater stream coming down from the mountains. And the water temperature in that lake was much lower in the bigger lake. And the water from the small lake were pushing out in the bigger lake, creating this cold water current out. And at the same time, dead insects from today's hatch, they were drifting through there, forming a belt of food for the char. So it was like a perfect place for dry fly fishing. I think we are in for a very good treat. The best treat for the summer maybe. Maybe we will have 6 hours of char fishing. Like mayhem char fishing.
Yeah. This could take whole night.
It will take whole night. We're not going to give up. And that's what makes the north so special. The midnight sun. It never gets dark. Day just slowly melts into night, almost without you noticing it. It's like a 6-hour sunset. It is absolutely magical.
Yappa! Maybe the smallest of them all. But still a nice fish. Goodbye. Have a nice summer. Or rest of the summer. This is great. This is just great.
I'll use the shaker.
What do you have there?
Very nice shaker. Everything is Japan. It is poisonous. This red. Don't get on your hands probably. I don't know. But it works.
It works well.
The third Arctic char is going down. Griffin gnat. On the next rise. I'll just throw at that one.
1, 2, 3.
Yada! Yeah. That was a nice take.
It was.
Not the biggest one, but it's super fat. 400 gram maybe. Super silverish. We will release it. What are you doing, Pieti?
I'm changing fly because my previous one was destroyed. Parachute mosquito or parachute something. Size 16. Should work.
That.
Hey!
Is it nice? Ooh, is it fighting?
Yes. Quite well.
What fascinates me a lot with the Arctic char is how gentle they take your fly. And if your hook set is too fast or too slow, you're not going to catch the fish. It has to be perfect, somewhere in between. And a good trick is to say thank you and then do the strike when the fish takes your fly. And we lost a lot of fish.
No. No. That was.
Do you give up?
What?
Do you give up?
No.
The fifth fish you lost. Oh no. Woo!
that was. I was very happy with the timing, with the strike or the. Oh. Pull. It was a bit delayed.
Oh.
Oh no, it was already on.
That. Oh. Oy, 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 oy. It's bigger. It's a nice cast, and there it took, and there I have it, and then I lost it. Oi, oi, oi! That was the third one. What is happening? What's happening? What is wrong? Yeah. What are you doing? It took your fly.
No,
Yes. It was sinking.
I can't see that far.
What are you doing now, Pieti?
It has been too easy.
Okay.
So we are using a strange fly to make it a bit more difficult.
Maybe.
We
Is
are
it-
using.
Is it typical
It is not typical.
Finland?
It's typical Finland. Everything is so easy for us, so we need to make things complicated.
Okay.
So we are using beetle.
Beetle it will be. There.
Jappa!
Pieti is fighting the Char mayhem.
It has been a mayhem.
Yeah, quite
And
calm.
it still is.
Calm and nice mayhem. It is a double up. And he lost it. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
Still going. The fight is still on. Last fish of the evening. There's a back limit of 3. So we're getting a bit tired, but we're gonna get our bellies full. It's been a great evening. It's been a crazy evening. Couldn't get better.
All great fishing trips eventually came to an end. I think we fished for these chars for 6 hours. We took it slow, released most of them, but some of the fish you can't let go. And once you hit your bag limit, well, you just have to stop fishing. But it didn't really matter. It was deep into the night, and we had soaked up every single second of this incredible experience.
Jadda! Nice one. It has been so many. It has been so crazy. We've been fishing on this now for many hours. And it is stacked of char there. I don't want to come. Look at it.
Come on now.
Finally. Let's go.
Was it like 16th of the evening? Something like that.
I don't know. The catch and release is fine. But now we have the bag limit of 3 chars each. So now it is some beer and then sleeping bag.
So, what can I say? This was a perfect trip. It had everything. Excitement, nature, fish, friendship. All the things that reminds me why I love fly fishing.
We managed to catch 6. The big bag limit.
Yes, we hit the back limit.
We hit the bag limit. These nice chars.
It's been a crazy evening.
Yes. And the biggest one, it is this one. Maybe a bit under 1 kilo, I guess.
A bit above.
Okay.
You've been fishing salmon lately, so you underestimate every fish you get.
Oh, maybe I do. That's nice.
The best trip of the summer, and I'm just incredibly grateful